Dr. Jeff Gerdere, America's doctor, a good friend of the fatherhood movement, talking about not only the event we had here today, but really the movement and how we've won the battle so far, as you and I have said. Doc, thank you so much for being here today.
It's my pleasure, and I like what you're saying when you said how we've won the battle. I believe we've won the battle only because we stayed in the battle. We want to make a difference in our children's lives. And you know what? Of course, there's a lot that still needs to be done. We still have to look at reforming laws that are stacked against fathers. We still need to improve our relationships with the mothers of our children. But we are doing the work. Rome wasn't built in a day, and the fact that we're in it to win it, that's what's important, and that's why we are winning the battle, as you've said.
That's right, it's a done deal.
Yes.
Doc, in your travels, you've seen so many fathers across this country, many with lots of stories. Tell us about some of the work you've been doing, particularly with really trying to address the issues that they have.
Well, many of the fathers that I dealt with, whether at workshops, whether at forums like this incredible forum that our borough president, Ruben Diaz Jr. has put together, or whether in my private practice, what I'm seeing, and which really warms my heart, fathers who, even if they may be in conflict with their mothers of their children, are staying in the battle and want to have more time, more input to be able to contribute to their children, whether the children are staying with their mothers or whether with them or it's a split custody situation. They feel equal to the women and realize that their contribution is absolutely invaluable and they want to make a difference. And that's the consistent story I hear everywhere. I'm not running into fathers who are saying, I don't want to be a father to my children, I can't stand my children or the mother of the children, I just want to do my thing.
Right.
These are fathers who want to do the right thing, even if they may be lacking emotionally, psychologically, financially. They want to be there, and that's the most beautiful thing one can ever hear.
Doc, and I see that a lot of the fathers, and I know you've also seen it, particularly those fathers who have never seen before. I've never seen a father. I've never had a positive role model in my life. Therefore, I'm not quite sure how to emulate that. What is some of the advice that you could give those, and where could they go to at least see something like that?
I do run into a lot of young people, a lot of young men, where their fathers may not have been in their lives. Now they are becoming adults and they may not have had the role models, or so they didn't think they had the role models. But the role models were there in their teachers, in their pastors, in their uncles, in their older brothers, in people like you who are educating the community. And therefore, I ask them to reach back, look into their hearts, look into their souls, and look at the lessons that they learned, even if they were difficult lessons, even if at the time those were lessons they could not learn. The other thing that I tell them, and perhaps the most important thing, it is wonderful to have a life where you could just have all of the great things that you want and everything is gravy. But I believe when you have tragedy in your life, when you have difficulties, when you have to surmount difficult problems, that it makes you an even better person.
Exactly.
So if you didn't have that father in your life, then you don't need to emulate that bad role model.
That's right.
Instead, what you need to do is say, I will never be that person, and even more, I will be better than that person, and even more than that, I'm going to reach out to that father who was never in my life because I know they were damaged. I break the cycle right here and now because my son will have a father.
We feel you,
Thank
and it's
you.
not in vain.
Thank
I told you we're going to win this battle.
Oh, yeah.
It's already
Thank
a wrap,
you.
my friend.
And thank you for all the great work that you do. Keep educating the world. Thank
sir.
you.
Anytime. All right, Doc, we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages. You're watching Dare to Dream, a father's guide to success.